This is the PLAT 2 brig VOD. We are going to be talking about map control, positioning, and how to properly use our bashes. So right off the bat, this team comp doesn't really have any dive characters. I mean, kind of the Moira to a certain extent. So that forces you to be more aggressive. That's the only way you can get value on brig here, is if you take space and try to keep the Sojourn in check. Now, as for your team, you don't really have anybody to bodyguard, but what you want to do is enable this Reaper's dives. You want to take flanks with him, kind of keep a little bit of distance. If you can, close the distance and melee with him, but you want to pack him, you want to whip shot the people that he's fighting when they get low to help him finish those kills. So let's take a look here. Nothing's really going on here, but there is stuff going on over here. So I would like to see us, instead of packing our full HP Ramatra, sit over here, maybe over here, walk around with our shield, pack our Reaper when he walks up, try to contest this high ground, and then, okay, your Reaper dies, whatever, you had a bad Wraith. This Cassidy wouldn't be able to get this flank and nearly kill you if you were already here. You would see him walking up, you would whip shot him back, and then he would be, oh crap, I can't do that. And then he would be forced to fight your Ramatra or dodge your Bastion. Let the Juno do the healing. Cassidy is on height. This is all good stuff. We just kind of want to push Robot until we can find another part of the map to control. You can. It's very difficult, but if you hop on this first rock and then you jump and bash at the same time, you will shoot all the way up here, and you can help your Reaper fight the Cassidy. I will, I'm going to send you a video on some pretty cool brig mobility, because there is some actually insane stuff you can do with her bashes. My instinct would say to look back here, but it doesn't seem like anybody's coming. You want to build this, almost like this Sixth Senses brig. Like, where is everybody? And granted who the characters are, where are they going to go? If I was a Sojourn, I'd probably be in our backline, but luckily, we are not. Instead, we have an Ana here. She got a little too close, though. It's on her. Good pick. So, you want to contest this. You want to walk up there. You want to get up those stairs. Because, generally speaking, the Reaper 1v1 is not a great 1v1, but your Ramatra and your Juno are looking at them as well, so it's not exactly a 1v1. And this is where brig shines. Controlling parts of the map, and just kind of like sitting on high ground and being annoying. There we go, back up when we see the tank. This is all good stuff. Yeah, get her, get her. Don't bash in though, walk up, yeah. Beautiful. This is why I love Juno brig. It's just, it's so good for peeling. Unfortunate. Probably could've. Juno probably could've dealt with that herself. Whip shot him out. Ah! That's gotta be. When you're fighting Reapers and you see his teleport, you want to build that reaction. You want that to be instant. The second he teleports, you whip shot him. It's so disruptive. Pop rally. Oh, you got knocked back. Pop rally. Pop rally. A little late. Now, this play works because you gave your team overhealth. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't actually work because you die. But bashing the fortified or reset does nothing, right? That stun is useless. But if your team is like almost definitely going to die to an Orisa ult, you can pop rally and just give everybody that overhealth. Just go home. Ain't worth it. I like that we are looking at controlling height. 1v1ing an Orisa is not always the best idea. Most of the time you actually want to avoid fighting tanks at all costs. You just want to keep whip-shotting them away. But you have your Juno with you, so this works out where like she can shoot and heal you and you can kind of just like play mini tank. And you get the win. Nice. That's something you want to start utilizing too. When you guys are pushing on this part of the map, when you're pushing the bot, you can walk through here, whip shot somebody, and then bash out. And this would actually be a pretty good spot to do it. Because if we were here right now, you can help kill the Zen. You can whip shot the Moira away. You could whip shot the Sojourn and disrupt her rail shot. Tons of stuff you could do. Good job whip shotting the Reaper away instead of taking the 1v1 with him, because he has more damage, closer range. He's going to obliterate you if you do. Well, now you have to go into the Reaper. Unfortunate. The other option here is bash over here and play this. And then walk away. Because that's a lost fight. Alright. You just want to keep an eye on that Reaper, because... Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. You don't need to keep an eye on that Reaper. Just got obliterated. Shield. Shield, get your third person, and just kind of look at what's going on. See what's here. You want to be gathering info if you're not doing anything. This is also a good time to think, who has what ults right now? Right? They used... Last fight they used Blossom. And I mean, I can see it obviously, but you want to get used to tracking this in your head. Last fight they used Blossom, so they're not going to have that for, you know, another fight and a half or so. They also used, I forget the name of it. They used Cole. So you just kind of want to hold on to this rail, and you think, what can you counter? You can counter Railgun. Sadly though, she played very far back, so that made it kind of difficult. Man, that Zen really wanted that Bastion. Bashing the fortified Orisa. I mean, you gave him the overhealth for the ult, but at the same time, you put your rally before they ulted. It's a reactionary thing. The only time you play offensively with it is if you're like taking a 1v1 that you know you can win, and it's generally against like a DPS or a support. Shield up. Oh. Oh. Yeah, just go push bot, why not? I think there's a very doable C9 here. Bash him away, or whip him away. Ah, you let him get too close. I think if you whip him away, and then you just kind of sit around, and then just like really hug the corners, you might get point. I don't know, but it's so close, it's possible. Then the soldier comes on you. There was potential there. Yeah, it's no snare, we just push bot. Oh, right, they're really playing into that side. That's the second time that they've leaned into this corner, and we've gotten nearly killed for it. So we gotta start, you gotta implement that in your brain. Every time you get really hurt, every time you die, you gotta mark that place in your brain. And anticipate that the enemy is gonna go back there. Because, I mean, hey, if you took a flank and it worked, you would take it again, right? Also, the second we're here, don't use both your cooldowns on the Trancing Zen. This does nothing, man. Just pop your shield, walk back, and take height. Because I bet all the money I have that this Sojourn and this Soldier are going to want to take height. Now, they got Reaper ulted. Unfortunate. Well, for them. Oh, look. There's that flank coming on their backline again. These are the kind of things you gotta watch out for as brig. And it doesn't always mean you have to win the 1v1. You just have to deter them from playing there. Oh. I don't like that bash. And you're dead for it. Actually, wait, no, you don't die here, which is kind of crazy. Everybody pops ults and it kind of works. It's kind of clean. I would like to see us having rally here. I think that would have been better than where we last popped rally. Even if you just hold on to it, because really that's what you want to be doing. Is you want to hold on to rally for ults that you know you can counter. Dead. Just when you're low, bash back. It's a small thing, but playing your life is very important. Oh, look at that backline flank again. Now we gotta watch out for that when we're coming back through spawn. Yeah, let the Juno deal with that. You and Ram got this. I'd like to see us holding on to Rally for either an easy 1v1 or maybe. You know what? It works. It works because you took the 1v1. Bash forward and then try to shield. Just kind of sit here and hold this out for a sec. You won't be able to take all the damage, but you know, a decent bit of it. Luckily, it's kind of a bad visor. I mean, it was a good angle. It's just he didn't really get anybody with it. It's unfortunate. Visor's a bad ult. I like that we're going back, peeling for our team, instead of going headfirst into people. And I kind of jumped the gun when I was talking about taking height. I mean, the principle still applies, but this is where we want to take high ground instead of pushing main. I want to see us going up here. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Look who's up here. Look who's up here. Now, you don't have to kill them. Right? I mean, they're long range, and they have mine, and they have helix. So you got to be careful of that. But you can at least sit here, and then jump, and then try to bash and try to whip shot them off. Right? All you have to do is be annoying and take their attention. But instead, they take top, and that's how you lose the team fight. And I'm pretty sure that was the last fight of the game. Maybe not. Yeah, no, that's last play of the game. See, they get the flank, and then everybody's dead. So, let's summarize. Map control is how you provide value as brig. Whether you're against a dive comp, where you can just kind of like play on somebody who has, you know, some degree of map control, and then keep them back, or anticipating where they might go, and then fighting them on those flanks. As for your bashes, generally speaking, we want to use them to get out. You only want to use them in 1v1s if you absolutely know you're going to win that 1v1. For rally, you want to be holding on to it for ults that you know you can counter. For Moira, I'm pretty sure you can knock her out of her ult. Visor, I don't know if you knock them out of it, but at least you stun them for like a solid second and a half, which is a pretty good chunk of it. Railgun too, same thing. Doesn't like knock them out, but it disrupts them, and it lets them. It stops them from letting them do whatever they want. But yeah, thank you for sending the VOD. Let me know if you have any questions.